Before we start today's video, check out our merch shop, linked in the description down below. Use code Ahsoka in all caps to get $7 off your order. May the Force be with you, and enjoy the vid.
Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
Before I even introduce myself, you probably already know who I am because of my channel name, but let it be clear that I am only here to state the facts and provide the news. I'll provide some of my own thoughts and opinions throughout the video and really towards the end of the video, by which I would love to hear what you guys may think in the comments down below. The fact is that The Acolyte was the second most streamed and watched Disney Plus show last year on Disney Plus. That in itself serves as some huge implications for as of what we could see in the future of The Acolyte, whether that's in other mediums, a complete second season, maybe a shorter second season of the show as well. It's exactly what we're going to be discussing in today's video. We, of course, are going to go ahead, we're going to hop right on into it, kind of break it all down for you guys with everything that we know and everything that we're anticipating right now. If you're enjoying the content so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. It really helps the channel grow and lets you know when I upload new videos here almost daily. You'll get instant access to the newest Star Wars news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns right here. By subscribing to our channel, you're not just supporting the channel, you're joining a community of awesome other people who love a galaxy far, far away. Plus, hitting that bell icon will ensure that you never miss out on any of our videos. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you are liking it, and drop a comment down below to let me know what you guys may be thinking. I'd love to hear from you. That is all. Now, let's get back to the video.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Okay, so in this video we are going to be taking a quick read from Gizmodo.com as an overall garnering source. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. Star Wars The Acolyte was the second most watched Disney Plus show last year in 2024. It appears unnecessarily complaints from that small but loud section of toxic Star Wars fans may have influenced Lucasfilm to cut short the life of The Acolyte maybe a bit too soon, as recent other reports from the end of last year were circulating around saying that Disney was not going to be renewing The Acolyte for a second season, and that those plans really weren't ever going to be coming to fruition. And even then, when those initial reports began coming out and rolling out, there wasn't really any solidified backing evidence for it. You just had all these sources saying that that's what Disney was going to be doing when there wasn't really anything to back it. And it's hard to back it as well, because in the past it's just kind of like a rock paper scissors, it almost feels like, with when it comes to with what Disney decides gets a second season and what doesn't get a second season. The series of The Acolyte from Leslie Headland had pushed the boundaries of the light and the dark side with its High Republic era story starring Amanda Steinberg, Lee Jung-jae, Manny Jacinto, and Jodie Turner-Smith. It became a hot topic amongst the Star Wars fans last year over its ambitious take on the lore, and the data has also now revealed that it was Disney Plus's second most watched series of the year. That doesn't go for just Star Wars and under the Star Wars IP, that goes for Disney and Disney Plus as a whole. Deadline.com had shared the stats, citing that research from Luminate, which had broke down television's highs and lows of 2024, and while it noted that it was a rough year for franchises all over the board, whether that's Marvel, Star Wars, and even the Rings of Power, all underperformed last year arguably. It attributed specific fumbles to shows like Marvel's Echo or Agatha All Along. However, IP franchises still did the best on the platform. Percy Jackson and the Olympians got the top spot with over 3 billion minutes viewed, and The Acolyte came in second place with 2.7 billion viewed. That suggests that The Acolyte had major viewership, which has made its cancellation make it even less sense. Now, for some of you that may jump the gun and want to argue that that is kind of how the show began, with a high viewership number, that's true. It did begin with a high viewership number, but that also doesn't arguably add to the argument of that it had faded away. It did fade away, and it lost some viewership, but the numbers are still there. It still holds a 2.7 billion minutes watched overall on the Disney Plus streamer, and in comparison to the highest watched one with over 3 billion minutes watched. It's interesting that the WandaVision sequel, Agatha All Along, didn't get the same heat as The Acolyte, arguably, and while Agatha may not be getting another season, at least it's been teased that she and Whitcon will be going into other Marvel stories, of course, by which, if you are an MCU fan, we have our Marvel channel linked in the description down below. And that's something that Star Wars fans hope for Steinberg and Jacinto characters from The Acolyte to maybe do, but it's even harder to do when it's in the High Republic era. It's kind of, in comparison, a lot of fans want to see Skeleton Crew and their characters and stories continue on, but that probably won't happen in a second season of Skeleton Crew. It's more than likely just to happen in other Mandoverse shows. That season finale was an all-timer for the Acolyte, and we had sorely missed the big reveal and the big setup that the finale had offered us fans. And while a good portion of the Star Wars fandom had loved the show and are still mad about its cancellation, actually, the fact that it ended so suddenly speaks to the effectiveness of Lucasfilm to stand up against the relentless online bullying targeted by its actors. If anything, it once again felt as if the company bent to the dark side of the fans for their dollars, and then had appealed to them with the nostalgic-riddled Skeleton Crew, which isn't a bad thing. Skeleton Crew, I mean, took a hit because it was kind of the show to bring the Star Wars community back together after the Acolyte, arguably. It's really more so the common complaint that many fans still do have is that Lucasfilm didn't ever, I guess, put their foot down and say that this kind of bullying isn't right. They did it with the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, but never really did it with the Acolyte, which left a lot of fans kind of scratching their heads at that. And let it also be known, as I had mentioned at the beginning of this video, it's a small but loud portion of the quote-unquote Star Wars fan base that have really influenced the Acolyte into having a lot of hate towards it, and maybe arguably even for it being quote-unquote cancelled and not having a second season in store, at least quite yet. The Acolyte and its plot lines and its stories are still going to continue on in other mediums, such as a brand new Acolyte, a Seeker novel releasing in this year of 2025, and hopefully we'll see these stories continue on in other mediums, maybe even an animated show. I think is something that could be cool. Thanks so much for joining us today, Star Wars fans. If you're passionate about all things of a galaxy far, far away, whether it's the movies, TV shows, legends, or deep dives into more Star Wars lore, you've come to the right place. We're here to talk about everything from the rise of the Jedi to the fall of the Empire and so much more. We break down your favorite characters, unpack hidden Easter eggs, and give you our predictions for the next big adventure in the Star Wars universe. And whether you're a Padawan or a seasoned Jedi Master, we've got something for you. And if you want to take your Star Wars fandom to the next level, make sure to check out our online merch shop linked in the description down below. We've also got a couple of codes for you guys to get some cash off, so definitely use those. But we offer anything from t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and so much more. So check those out. You'll also find a couple of affiliate links down there as well. At no additional cost, you can support the channel. So check out our links in the description down below. Don't also forget to follow us on our social medias as well for even more Star Wars content. We're on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook, bringing you all of the latest updates, behind the scenes sneak peeks, and all of the Star Wars fun that you can handle. All linked in the description down below. And thanks so much for being a part of the Star Wars family. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future updates and videos here on the channel. Remember to never stop exploring the galaxy, and may the Force be with you always. Peace out.